Hello, everyone. Congratulations on successfully completing module number 15 of our online management class. This week, we covered chapter 12 and we learned about how we motivate our employees to do their best. Also, how we motivate ourselves to continually being effective managers on the job. We talked a lot about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What Maslow says is that we are all motivated by some basic human needs, the first of which is the physiological needs. All of us go get a job because we need food, water, shelter. We need to feed ourselves. We need to be able to feed our families, have a roof over our head. So as a manager, a lot of times folks are coming to us for that job that will get those physiological needs met. And after we've met those physiological needs, we worry about our safety needs. Not only does this mean we want a safe working environment, but it also means that we want to feel secure in our jobs. We want to know that our employer has programs in place to help us stay healthy and to maintain our jobs so that we can keep meeting those physiological needs. The third level is what Maslow calls love needs. And we don't mean things like fraternizing with employees. What we need is that we all have that want or that need to belong to something bigger than us. So in the workplace, we belong to an organization. And we recognize that in order for that organization to be successful, we're dependent upon to do our jobs effectively and efficiently. The next level of needs is our need for esteem. We as human beings, we like to feel confident. We like to feel accomplished. We like to feel like we've made a difference. All of those things contribute to our self-esteem, which is that esteem need level. And then finally, Maslow talks about our self-actualization needs. And this is the highest level of need. This is when we feel as though we've met our full potential, we've been all that we can be, to coin a phrase, and that we are at the top of our game. Some of us may hit that level, some of us may not. But Maslow says that we use those needs as managers in order to be able to best know how to motivate our employees. Another way that we motivate our employees and to motivate ourselves is through the goal setting theory. By setting goals, we establish something to work towards. We also have a way of monitoring and measuring our performance in accordance with those goals. For those of you out there who have established some solid goals that you'd like to achieve through your schooling, through your career, I really applaud you. And for those of you who maybe are a little bit vague as far as what your goals are, I encourage you to set some goals. And when we're managing people, it's important that we help them to establish what their goals are for being successful in the workplace, and then give them the tools and help them to work towards recognizing that goals. Another thing that we talk about as far as motivating our employees is through job enlargement, job enrichment. Sometimes tasks on the job can become quite mundane, and doing the same thing day in and day out can be a little bit demotivating. So we as managers need to recognize that and see the importance of helping to enrich a job, making a job more meaningful, maybe cross-training employees for other job functions within the company. And then we also talk about rewards. When we talk about rewards, we can think of things like extrinsic rewards, more money, a bonus, a trophy, a plaque acknowledging Employee of the Month. All of those are extrinsic to us as people. We can touch them, we can see them. But another important tool that we as managers have in our toolbox when it comes to motivating employees are what we call intrinsic rewards. This can be something as simple as just giving a thank you, telling someone they made a big difference in accomplishing a goal or a project. They've made the department more successful. These things go a long way in making a person feel good about themselves, helps them to have higher self-esteem. And ultimately, our goal is that helps to motivate them to continue working hard, if not harder. The other thing we as managers always need to look at is not only hiring right employees and keeping employees happy and motivated, but how do we retain employees for the long run, the long term? This helps to build more successful organizations. There's many ways that we do that. Things like open book management, keeping communication lines open, full transparency. If we have a company that considers itself to be transparent, oftentimes they're sharing financial reports with employees so that employees can see how they contribute to the bottom line. Today, we have a very diverse workforce. people are juggling many responsibilities in their daily lives. So it's important that we as managers maintain that work culture, that work environment that continually challenges as well as motivates and keeps that employee happy so that they feel as though they're making a difference in the organization and getting closer to reaching their goals. This week in our discussion board, you did some reflection on the course. Your insights were really wonderful, and I appreciate you sharing those thoughts. And I really appreciate all of your new understanding that you've gained for the science and the theory and the skill of management. This is our final week in our course. We're coming into week 16. Our final exam is due by midnight on Thursday, as well as our post-course assessment. And I just want to say it's been a pleasure being your instructor for this online course. I wish you all the very best, and if I can ever be a resource for you here at MCC, please don't hesitate to reach out. Enjoy our final week, and keep up the great work.